He gave his whole life for you, Hassan. Are you kidding?
That's not.
You're talking about Jesus Christ?
No.
Jesus is
Yeah,
a
why
prophet.
not?
Well, I thought Allah probably did too, right? I mean,
Are you just eyeballing
No. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Fear and Podcast where I am doing the intro and not Hassan Piker. A lot of people that tuned in last week, Poki, he did the intro, didn't even know we were starting the podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
they
real
were like, what the
punishment.
hell's going on?
Oh.
Yeah, so we suffered a little bit of a analytics. It was a little lag in the start of our
You're ruining
viewership.
the viewer retention of
So
this
anyway,
channel.
we're
took
back
it-
though.
Hassan, and this is an intervention.
Yes, it is.
I didn't want him to have that because he took some time off from the podcast, and I wanted to punish him.
One episode.
Yeah, I
by
wanted
the
to
way.
punish him.
I
One
do know
episode.
that this is a contentious topic on the podcast.
Sure.
You know,
Yes.
the Austin lifestyle versus the Hassan
Yes.
lifestyle. I actually
Yes.
thought that could be a good
Yeah,
point for
like
us to talk
gay
to
people
because
versus straight people.
Yes, yes, very much
Exactly. You're going to hell. Let's
so. Yes,
discuss.
yeah.
no, the monthly vacation versus the yearly vacation.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
my goal in life is to be right in between.
Okay, so you're in
Hassan
between
and
us.
yes,
I
in terms
mean,
of lifestyle.
I don't know. I think mine's. I think you should try the every week vacation thing.
Introduce
it.
our guest.
Well, before we go any further,
Thank you.
Before I was rudely interrupted by Hassan.
True. Yeah.
I'd like to welcome Pokimane to the podcast. Many have described you as the Beyonce of the space.
That's
Many being
Yes.
Austin.
Yes.
God
yes,
bless him, love him with my
I have.
whole heart.
I
My
have.
whole heart.
I have. Or Lady Gaga. Some have said that.
Yeah.
Why not
So,
both?
Some
Thank
have
you.
said.
Thank
Some have
Combined.
said both.
Bianga.
Yes. Bianca. Yes. Yes.
That's a good new nickname for me.
Pokimane.
Thank you,
Welcome
Will.
to the
Thank you.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Please
Poki.
refer to me as Bianca from here on out for the
Okay.
whole
Bianca.
episode.
We
Thank you so
absolutely
much.
will. And it's such a pleasure to have you in the wake of our co-host Cutie Cinderella,
Who
has
has
been-
perished from a self-suck incident?
yeah, we
Please
are.
don't say that.
Yeah, we're hosting tryouts.
Well, we don't like to say it.
Yeah,
Can I say I was actually so excited
Mm-hmm.
to fill for the leader of Girlypop Nation today.
Yes.
I feel so good taking on that responsibility, and I hope to make you guys proud.
Yeah.
Phil.
I hope to make you guys proud.
Phil, this is a tryout, Poke.
Yeah. yeah. Last week, last week we had Tari Yummy, and this week we had Pokimane.
Yeah.
We're just, next week Lady Gaga. Everyone wants a
Everybody
piece.
gets a shot.
Everybody wants a piece of the Fear
Yeah,
and podcast.
that's right.
They want the seat.
You saw the line of women outside,
Yeah.
right? Well,
There were actually several men.
Yeah.
oh really?
I thought I recognized one. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our estrogen levels are crashing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
we need some girly pop.
Lucky
they-
for you
Greatness.
guys, my hormonal imbalance is going to make up for it all.
Okay.
Nice.
perfect.
So much
Yes.
estrogen,
Love
let's
that.
go.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
I try. The problem is like I'm a gay man, and I
Wait.
yeah,
Whoa.
I
Really?
know. I know.
We had no
It's-
idea.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
It's messed
yeah.
up.
But I code switch, so I need a girl to bring the vibes
you
a little bit
mean,
more.
yes.
You know,
What happened to your voice, Austin?
Yeah. You look like you were out all night drinking.
Wait,
Because
do
he
I look
was.
like that?
Yes.
Because he
Were
was.
you out all night drinking?
Wait, hold on.
Your eyes are like half closed.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I didn't know it was obvious. I even put a little. I put a little.
Austin, you're like this. It's so nice to have you. I'm a fear.
You do
You're-
seem a little eepy.
Okay, hold on.
Your
Only a
polyp.
little,
You can't
though.
even say polyp. This is worse. Your voice is the
I
worst
even
I've ever
put
heard it.
concealer under my eyes to try to
But
hide
they're
it.
half closed.
Okay. Yes, I was okay. I we met. Look, I went out with a gay couple last night.
Yeah.
and it was so nice. And we started. We were like, let's start with happy hour, 5 o'clock. Okay.
Sure.
So we're like, we'll go to happy hour, then we'll go to dinner.
You started at 5
Yeah.
o'clock.
So we started with wine at happy hour. Then we went to dinner where we had a couple more bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, it's too early to go to the clubs. So then we went back to the room for champagne. And
And then you still went to
You can just say you went on a bender.
Damn.
no, and then we went to the club.
You're acting like the alcohol like surprised you. Like we went to a dinner and then well it's open. And then we went to another. Oh my god!
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What you're describing is
went on a
an
bender.
insane amount of
You
alcohol.
went on a bender.
Really? I wasn't even hungover this
I
morning.
would love to know how you guys define bender. What is the difference between a good night out and a bender?
He said bottles,
Thank you.
plural.
Yeah.
He said bottles, plural.
I didn't
So
finish
one
it.
bottle's okay.
At dinner, mind you.
I didn't
And-
finish it by myself.
And then you went out to the club afterward.
Yeah.
How many drinks did you have last night?
I don't
total?
remember.
Oh,
I didn't
More,
black
more
out.
or less than 10?
Oh,
Bender's
less
one?
than 10.
He's lying. He's lying.
Guys, come on. Come on.
You went on a bender.
Unless, yeah.
Unless-
I mean, it,
Dog,
Unless it was more than
it
10.
was fun,
You
though.
said you started at 5. That's like Will and I in Japan.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I started at 5.
And it's
Did you
appropriate
feel
to
like
do.
dog shit when you woke up this
No,
morning?
I actually, I switched. At one point, I was like, oh my God. It was after a double shot of tequila.
Are you still drunk?
No.
Oh, that's what it is. Hair of the dog.
That would be kind of
Hair
fun.
of the dog.
No. I'm sober. I switched to soda water.
Okay.
Because people were like, have another drink. And I'm like, I got one. I was like, but nobody knew what the fuck it was. I was just pouring soda water in.
Yo, I hate soda water.
I had a good time.
Do
Y'all
you?
like that?
It wasn't
I feel like it's
tasty.
such an LA thing to come to LA and then all of a sudden be like, sparkling, please.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a-
But
it's
sparkling water, soda water, I can't.
It's a recovering alcoholic trick. You get a soda water and you put like a touch of.
Okay, but how many people are recovering alcoholics that drink soda
Can
water?
I admit
No,
something?
a
I am
lot.
Most?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
looks like
Okay,
you're
that
still,
makes more sense.
It
That
looks
makes
like
more
your
sense.
hand is occupied. It looks like you're still drinking, so you're like still social and you don't like come across as like weird.
I am not a recovering alcoholic, but
But you
I
like
go
it
through
nonetheless.
like a case of LaCroix a day. Oh. It's a really bad habit. Who knows
case?
about
Oh
this?
yeah,
Controversial.
Do you like
LaCroix.
Sprite?
No, not really.
I love Sprite.
I love that's
Me
my
too.
favorite.
But he
soda
doesn't have
poppy.
a- he doesn't
So
have a
I'm
sweet
surprised
tooth.
you like La Croix.
La Croix.
Sorry, LaCroix.
It's LaCroix?
I slam a pamplemousse like every hour.
Yeah.
Well, is it a texture thing, a mouthfeel thing?
I just like to be consuming something, and the fact that it's 0 calorie makes me feel good about it, and the fact that there's no aspartame in it also makes me feel like I'm not destroying my brains.
Have you ever thought of buying those things where you're able to make the soda water at home? Or like the carbonated water at home?
Stream.
Yeah.
No, we don't do Soda Stream. It's BDS.
Oh, okay.
BDS?
BDS.
Boycott, divestments, and sanctions.
Yeah,
it's
boycott.
an Israeli company.
We
Yeah,
don't-
Soda
don't-
Stream sends
Oh.
Raytheon
I'm with
missiles to
you.
Israel.
Yeah. We don't do Starbucks.
I
we don't
learned
do
so much on
McDonald's.
this pod. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to be here.
No, I know. It's a minefield out there. You got to be careful. You never know what you're gonna. You may
Yeah.
be supporting or funding. You
That's
know.
right.
You never know.
Yeah, Austin is a nervous wreck around
No,
me.
I am.
It's like, am I consuming
Absolutely.
something unethical?
Yeah, no,
No,
seriously.
I'm not like that.
I feel
There's
like I know the big ones, but not the details.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's good to run them by Hassan. Every time I need to buy something, I'll just send you a very
Well,
long text.
If he responds.
I'm
You know what I mean?
responsive.
I was like, next thing, if by the time he responds, like you could have been funding another war.
Yeah.
Oh, good
You know what I
God.
mean?
Okay.
like,
Will can
he
back me up on
responds
this.
to half of my shit.
I went out last night.
What? You went out?
Yes, that's right. I
You went
did.
out
Yeah, I did.
without me? I was out too.
We didn't even know you were in LA. You don't tell me you're in LA
What do you
until
mean?
after.
I'm here for the podcast. Of course, I was.
You
in LA.
literally.
You could have flown in this morning. I think that's what you did last time.
That's what I always
He
say.
does
Which I
usually
respect.
do that, but now he's been doing
Wait,
the
hold on.
second
No, no.
thing, which is more annoying. No, you
Hold
texted
on.
me that you were here later.
No, hold on. Let me.
I love that the first app that opens is Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that he's been doing recently is telling me that he's in Los Angeles after he's been in LA for an extended period of time without even informing me, and he doesn't even stay with me. Like I'm like, Austin, why don't you come stay with me? He's like,
Yesterday, 8:52 a.m. Are
Yeah.
you in LA, Hassan? Me. Yes.
yeah, we had already gone out at that point.
No, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
At 8:52 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, 8:52 a.m.
AM, not PM?
A.m.
Oh yeah,
You went out
yesterday.
last night. You didn't even invite me.
So
That's
you
true, we
knew.
didn't.
You
To
knew all
be fair,
along.
we went to a friend's very small birthday.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
At a pool bar.
You know what? I take it back. Will invited me.
Oh,
Wait, you
Will,
did?
Will invite you.
there's
Will doesn't
so
even
many
remember.
plot twists in your
I
guys'
think I
friendship.
just said, yeah, come out.
Yeah, come out. We're going to a friend's birthday party.
Oh, why did you invite him?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Can you believe this asshole?
No,
I kind of
it's-
can't actually, because
one
this
of-
story has flipped 3 ways already. and
Yeah.
It's been
Oh,
2 minutes.
We went out to a friend's birthday. A friend of both Will and mine. I've known him for around 15 years at this point. We went to college together, and he apparently, his own words, texted a close group of friends to see who would show up, which is kind of sad.
Like as a test?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I had totally forgotten. So luckily Will was
I
like,
reminded
hey.
him. He said he was in his underpants.
I feel like that's very Will behavior. He'll
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, he
he'll let you
he
know.
hit me up and I was like, "Oh, you want me to pick you up?" I was like, "Hell yeah, thank you." And then we went and it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was great seeing old
Hassan
friends.
ordered a cartoonishly
was
large
awesome.
club sandwich and just
Ooh.
ate this club sandwich while
like Bugs Bunny. Like
Yeah,
I
it was like a
opened,
Looney
I opened
Tunes
my
sound.
mouth like to like like I did one of these.
All I hear is the Minecraft eat sound.
Yeah, it was like this big. It was crazy. It was long.
So really, you went to dinner. You didn't go out
No. We went to a bar.
Yeah.
We went to a bar.
for dinner.
Did you have a beer?
Yeah, I did. I did. As a
beer.
matter of fact, I had a tall boy of Guinness.
and we reminisced.
Yeah.
So wait, speaking of eating, I
Yes.
know you can't eat, but I
But
did.
brought-
You brought snacks?
Of course.
Yes.
Pokey,
For
by the
you
way,
guys.
I would like
for
to
Ramadan.
apologize
For the-
because
Why?
when you got here, I offered you food.
Oh yeah, we're no longer friends. Actually.
Yeah. And then I
playing.
also offered you water.
Do you think
But that's so nice. That's
Iman
offensive
is
to Muslim
fasting
people
for
to
Ramadan.
offer-
For
Well,
those
it's
of you at
fasting. I feel
home
like
who
it's
are
not-
wondering,
Yeah, but they're not offended if you're like, would you like food?
Yeah,
And you're
it's
like, no,
actually
I'm
like, oh,
fasting.
you're thinking of me. Thank you.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I thought it was
fasting.
offensive.
Now I know Tara brought you guys baklava too, but like every country has baklava,
It's
so
a baklava showdown.
please enjoy ours.
Is
And
this Moroccan?
yes, so Moroccan
damn.
baklava,
Marsh.
Moroccan cookies, which are mostly almond and sometimes other things. And these are sort of orange slices with like cinnamon and
okay, let me tell you
nuts
something.
and
Okay,
things that
look,
are like-
I'm gonna be very
Try
honest
as you
about
like.
the baklava
Are we trying to fight?
because we might have to fight at the
Okay.
end.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
here's what happened.
That's really working.
Marshall, you got the cheese.
Tara brought us Persian baklava, and she knew that it wasn't going to be that good in comparison to the Turkish baklava. So if this, I'm about to taste this and be very honest
Pretty good,
on
right?
if it matches the standards of
In
Turkish
Morocco,
baklava.
we honey everything up, so she gonna be pretty sweet.
Now,
Let's see.
I've had a lot of baklava.
That
You
is
like?
wild. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
don't intro that yet. Let's try. Let's do the taste test for this.
Well,
Oh, yeah. So it's pretty good, right? Okay.
It's good. I feel.
The baklava is wild.
now let me tell you, Pokey. As a man with Lebanese blood coursing through
Yes.
his veins, all right?
The Middle Eastern side of the
Middle
table.
Eastern, yeah, Middle Eastern side of the table. I can tell you, although it pains me, this is the best baklava
That was very good.
I'm
I've ever
so
had.
glad you guys enjoyed it.
I'm sorry to my Lebanese.
It's good.
Thank you, Hassan.
The Turk in him will not allow him to.
No.
Hey, good is good enough in my mind, because I know even that took a lot to say.
Oh, good.
So, okay, I tried to ask my mom once, like, what are in Moroccan desserts? And I'll point at one and she'll say almond. And I'll point at another and she'll say almond.
Wait,
And I'll be like, okay, what's
were these
inside?
two different ones?
And she'll be like, almond. Yeah, there's 3 different types there, but
So they're just
eat as
all
you please.
almond?
So, like,
It's,
I
the
guess
key, it's the key ingredient.
Oh,
yes.
well, it's really
in,
good.
in all of those like little cookies and treats and stuff. This specifically they're like kind of like orange slices.
Man, it
with-
would suck to have a nut
cookie beans
allergy
thing.
in Morocco. You
Yeah.
know?
You're really boned.
You're just taken out
This
immediately.
is-
Sorry
this is
about that.
unbelievable. Did you make this?
No.
Oh.
But this is a place that I order from frequently.
It's in a tin.
I mean, look.
Imagine. Can we pretend though?
There's
She's
no
so
logo.
Martha Stewart.
I'd
with it.
love to be in my traveling fair. I really would. I really would.
This one is really good.
Yeah.
The cookie.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the
Yeah.
almond cookie is really good.
There's almond in there, by
Yeah.
the way.
I
Yeah.
tell you what, this tastes delicious.
The almond
All right,
orange.
let me try that.
The way you say that. I'll tell you what, gives me a look. This tastes.
Well, okay.
It was almost seductive. Great,
Yeah,
great delivery, Austin.
This one is wait, is
Thank
this a
you.
citrus slice
Yes.
with almond and cinnamon?
Yeah, and just random
Amazing.
nuts, things of that.
I also brought a snack.
Really?
Thank you so much for your snacks. They were fantastic.
Oh.
Marsh, would you please play the header? Because this is a very controversial snack. It's
Okay.
got a story. Go ahead and play this.
Ooh, oh, Will, my stomach hurts,
What?
and I don't know where to find an in-network doctor. What should I do?
Austin Show, I thought you're a hypochondriac. You know where to do this, but I thought you'd know about Zocdoc.
Zocdoc?
That's right, Zocdoc. It's
Oh
a
my
free
God.
app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment.
Now, I want to choose from a few different doctors. I don't want to just have one option. How many options do I have with Zocdoc?
Listen, ZocDoc's got you. So you got to stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/fear to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today of your choice. That's ZocDoc.com/fear. ZocDoc.com/fear.
Zocdoc.com/fear.
.com/fear.
/fear.
It's got
Okay.
a story. Go ahead and play this.
And this afternoon's Bright Spot is all about cheese. Wisconsin may be the dairy capital of the world, but this year's top cheese hails from right here in Connecticut. That's right. Arethusa Farms in Bantam has won the 2025 U.S. Championship Cheese Contest.
It's
And you know what? It's the
bullshit.
second year in a
It's
row
bullshit. As a
that
Wisconsin
aged
cheesehead,
Gouda
I think
from
it's
Connecticut took the top
unimaginable
spot.
cruelty
It's never
to
happened
allow
where one
Connecticut to win
company
this.
has won
Why?
2 years in a row. There were more than 2,400 entries across 117 classes of cheese from 31 states.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort, but it's such a rewarding feeling to know that others feel that it's such a technically sound product. And
Yeah. This is a very
great.
technically sound cheese. So go ahead and pause that, Marsh. So,
Wait, he's talking about a dairy product, but it sounds like he's talking about like a language learning machine.
like landing a
a technically
rocket.
sound product. Whoa.
The Falcon 6. Yeah, we were.
Listen,
So this is a cheese cup winner from Connecticut, which is very controversial
Yes, why?
because the Wisconsinites of our country think that any cheese outside of Wisconsin is subpar.
listen, I'm not from Wisconsin, but I have a lot of feelings on this issue because I'm a big cheesehead. And as a big cheesehead, I haven't tasted this yet, but I already know that the jurors have been fraudulent at the cheese competition since 2023 when an aged Gouda, also from Connecticut, won in the cheese championship. That was also a hot button year for cheeseheads. And I believe that the integrity of the United States cheese competition
Yeah.
needs to be addressed.
Yeah. Did you just give us
The smell is strong. Well, you know, for later.
your
It must be
purse is
good.
gonna smell like a shoe.
Okay, this actually smells
So
pretty good.
what cheese is this?
This is the Connecticut cheese.
The winning cheese.
This is the winning cheese.
The
Like, what kind of
this
cheese
is
is
the
it?
winningest
I don't
cheese.
know that.
All right, here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go.
In 2023, it was Gouda.
Thank you, Hassan.
That is an intense cheese.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
I just came back from Paris and they also have such strong cheese, but like when the taste is so strong, I don't really know what I'm looking for.
good.
That is an intense cheese.
What's good about it?
Oh, well,
It's a little, it's a very technically sound product.
wow.
Okay, this is the notes.
Can I have another
Okay,
piece
what
of
notes?
cheese?
What notes?
Do you have any crackers?
Okay, let me tell you something. It's perfectly creamy
Yeah.
and yet
Ooh.
not fatty, not so fatty that it would disturb the delicate texture.
It's like a nuclear bomb of flavor, too.
It's a really good. I mean, I think this also might be a Gouda or an Emmental, but
Yeah.
it is very
Come on.
very good.
It's a very technically sound cheese.
That was.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
This is unbelievable. Is this the wrapper?
Yeah, that's the rind.
Do I eat it?
You can throw that in your mouth. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think
really
I'm just gonna
can?
eat
I
it.
don't know.
For the record, the United States Championship Cheese Contest is the nation's premier cheese contest.
Yes.
It's been around since 1981.
Right.
Okay. And this year's cheese contest was also held in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yep.
And I want to see what the technical.
Well, it's a very technically sound cheese.
I thought
Okay,
he was
no,
playing
I
when
need
he
to give
said
you more.
that
I'm gonna
he's a
give you more of
cheesehead.
this.
Damn.
What's up?
I thought you were joking around when you said you were a cheesehead.
No, he's
No.
a cheesehead.
I love
means
cheese.
it.
Cheese freak.
This was a really
Damn.
good cheese. Holy crap, it was good.
That was delicious.
I can't wait to give
The
some
way
of this
I'm
to
sat
Marat.
here fasting with 3 people going, bro,
I
that
know.
was so yummy. That was
I
so
know.
yummy. So
I
yummy.
fucked up. Can I tell you how I fucked
No,
up?
no, I think it's very
'Cause
funny.
Next
It's
week's
really-
next week's food I'm bringing is the most expensive bottled water in the world.
Oh, Don't you bring an item every time?
Well, I'm
Wait, can you
starting
drink-
to.
But
you
she
drink
can't
water?
drink water either.
No water, no
She's
food.
fasting.
You can't have water.
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't know
fasting.
that.
Yes.
Well, fasting usually you can have water.
No.
Well, I mean,
Intermittent fasting.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually, let's talk about it. This will be educational for everyone here. Can you explain to us what fasting is?
Okay, here's the thing.
While I, keep
mind.
looking up cheese facts.
I don't mind talking about the fact that I'm fasting, but if we get into a religious debate, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be a debate.
No,
it's
don't
more
worry.
so informative. This is the
He's
entirety of the
Muslim.
Muslim
So,
world
I
for
think- yeah.
a month out of the I guess what is it? It's the lunar calendar.
Yes.
So it changes every
year.
from sun up to sundown. Don't eat any food. Try not to swear, and also
You
don't
just try to
drink
be.
any
It's
water.
very Lent vibes. You try to be as good of a person as you can.
Right.
You give something up, and for us, it's eating from sun up to sundown. But you drink as much water, you eat as much food outside of those hours, and you're kosher.
So as long as the sun is down, you could just eat.
Oh yeah, you
Much
can
as
go
you
crazy.
want.
Party.
Nice.
If you want, you could flip your sleep schedule, but that's a little bit cheating. You know what I mean?
A lot of people do sleep a lot during Ramadan in the
hell yeah.
Muslim world.
I mean, you do be tired.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's-
Hassan, have you ever fasted?
Yeah, but just for fun, just to see what it's like. Never for like. Real
Have you ever made it
religious
through a
purpose.
full Ramadan?
No. 30 days in a row? Absolutely not. No, I've only fasted for like 2-3 days in a row max.
Well,
That's-
geez,
You get pretty used to it.
not
It's
really
that
giving
bad.
up much, are you?
No, no, because I'm not like I'm not a committed believer.
He gave his whole life for you, Hassan. Are you kidding me?
That's not.
You're talking about Jesus Christ?
No.
Jesus is
Yeah,
a
why
prophet.
not?
Well, I thought Allah probably did too, right?
Are you just eyeballing
They kind of all do in a way, no?
I mean,
That's
They're all
wild.
sacrificing.
I mean,
for
I don't
us,
know. I feel
period.
like
You
that's.
mean Muhammad?
Oh shit! I mean, look,
Allah's just God.
Nonetheless,
whoever.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but I thought he probably gave you something.
Someone sacrificed something.
Right?
Surely.
Every religion, that's how it goes.
I'm with you.
Jesus did it. Allah did it.
They were
We
just
just
nailing
thanks.
everybody.
Allah is just God. Jesus is also considered a prophet under Islam.
That's
Like
true.
we recognize Jesus.
That's right.
Well, I know that. I knew
but
that.
not that he is the son
knew
of
that.
God. That's the only difference.
Okay.
And
yeah.
also,
so what is he? A cousin of God? What's
no,
the-
he's just a prophet. Jesus is he's still considered a prophet.
Okay. All right. Okay. Uncle.
A second cousin twice removed.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
kind of vibe, yeah.
They basically think that book of
Does-
religion came last.
Does the Christian religion recognize Muhammad?
No, because it came after.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Christians
Got it.
don't recognize Islam. Islam recognizes all
The Christian's
the Abrahamic
older than
religions.
Islam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't? Oh my God! This is like
I don't know the
theology 101.
timelines either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Though I
it's
know some
Judaism,
details like Christian
Christianity,
recognizes.
Islam.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Scientology.
But we're
And
giving,
then-
we're giving
yeah.
thanks.
Mormonism.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Giving thanks
Mormonism,
and we're talking about-
Scientology.
And we're
Okay.
trying to be a better version of ourselves.
That's right.
I don't
Yeah,
usually
I
talk
love
about
that.
religion too much because I feel like everybody has such a particular
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
totally
do you
fine.
guys know SZA much?
Yes.
Love SZA.
Did you watch her recent movie with Keke Palmer?
No, I
She-
didn't.
Well, she just plays this very fun, like spiritual character, and I'm very much along those lines of
Yeah.
like, with religion, take what good it does for you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know,
Leave
live a
the
happy
rest.
life, be the best
Yeah.
person you can be.
I'm all for people.
Slave period,
being-
let's go.
Yeah,
so
do religion.
I personally really
yeah.
like fasting. I feel like it's a
Really?
good challenge for me every year. Yeah, And it helps me kind of disconnect from my relationship with food because it's so addicting. Even just
True.
caffeine
So addicting.
or
Oh,
like
true.
the idea of I need to go out with these people and eat this thing.
You
I
don't
know.
go crazy at iftar though.
Pardon?
You don't go crazy at iftar when you
I've
break your
tried
fast.
to recently. Over the years, my iftar has gotten less and less crazy. Like I'll try to, you know, when your stomach shrinks a little bit when you haven't been
Yep.
eating as much, and you're so hungry, you go to eat, you finish half a sandwich, you're like,
I'm
okay,
done.
I'm good.
Yeah.
What is iftar?
Iftar
It's
is
when
we
you
break
eat.
the fast.
Yeah,
So it's when we
sunset.
break the fast.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next morning it's like, yes.
and there's a ceremony associated with that too. Yeah, I mean everyone can break it.
I was
whichever
gonna
way
bring
they
you
want
guys
to.
dates. That's the classic
have
thing
some.
that you eat. Mashed dill dates, so yummy.
Okay,
Um,
fair. Well, Hassan broke it on the iftar was like 2 days into the.
I don't
Doesn't-
fast.
doesn't fast.
I don't follow any of the.
You're just freeballing it.
No, I just.
I kind of like it. As you
I
should.
just know he's not good.
I'm a bad Muslim.
He's a bad
it's
Muslim.
true. It's true.
I don't know, he's
So
celebrating.
here's the thing. On iftar, you're supposed to break your
there's
fast
no
with a
such thing.
date,
Yeah. Oh, there's no. such
with
thing.
water,
Yeah.
or I think I don't know if this was made up in Turkey, but my parents
said
used to
it
say
before.
olives.
Ah.
We
But
do
that's-
dates.
Yeah,
Water
but
or
dates is usually the most common one, the most popular one. And then there's also sahur, which is like right before sun up is when you're like the last time that you can eat. And that's usually when like a lot of people will wake up early in the morning before sun up, you know, a couple hours before sun up, and then eat like a big meal as well.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set like a 5 a.m.
It
o'clock.
must be really hard to be like Muslim in the Arctic Circle or Alaska, where like sometimes the days are like 3 days long.
Even know.
Yeah.
How do they
No,
do that?
I think they have specific rules for places like that. No, I'm not joking. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a
They're just in the Arctic Circle where days are
Starving, dying. No.
Yeah, there's places where it doesn't go down for 6 months. Like,
yeah,
what
you're
are you gonna do?
chalked.
Oh, interesting.
It's really hard to be a good Muslim in the Arctic
Interesting.
Circle. You see, you learn something every day.
What do they do? Close the blinds? You know?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Allah,
But
I'm sorry.
I did want to say I didn't get to at the beginning. But I was so excited to come on the podcast today. Also because I feel like I haven't seen you guys
I
in
know.
so
It's been a
long.
minute.
It's been
And-
way too long.
It really has. I feel like there hasn't been as many like streamer events
Yeah.
as usual
No.
over the
Well,
months.
I mean, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean,
Please do more.
Yeah, I will.
Do better,
I'll do
actually.
more. I'm gonna try. Yeah.
And secondly, not to glaze, but I watched some episodes before coming here, and I wanted to say the podcast has only gotten better and funnier.
you.
Truly.
Thank you so
Truly.
much.
She's like, last time I was on, y'all were ass.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you
but the
so
last
much.
couple episodes I've watched, I feel your guys' dynamic and friendship. I feel like it's so smooth, the back and forth. And especially
Yeah.
because I started the podcast with Lily, so now I have so much more appreciation
Yeah.
for that smooth banter. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys for some podcast advice.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Because a struggle that I've had recently is sometimes we'll have an outline and I feel like I try to follow the outline too rigidly.
Yeah.
But when I just look at Lily and we just start shooting the shit, it's so good.
Marsh,
Yeah.
why are
And
you
so I'm like,
laughing?
how do you do a bit of both, still have a concise episode of
So
some
who makes
sort?
that outline for you?
Yeah, good question. Who makes your outline?
It's actually March. We hired him too.
Oh, so he makes the outline for you.
And-
Oh yeah, for everyone, for everyone.
Well,
for everyone, yeah.
That's cool because he doesn't make one for us.
Oh, I think that's why he was too busy
Yeah.
with ours. So
Yeah.
we couldn't make one
Yeah,
for you
that's
guys
cool.
anymore.
We don't have an outline. I don't know if you haven't
See,
noticed.
Well, maybe that's a good thing because it's such a good flow.
What we find is when you mix homosexuality with homophobia, you can find a
perfect
really
balance.
great balance. Not you, Will, him mostly.
No, he's in
Yeah.
the homosexuality.
Yeah,
camp.
yeah. You
It's
find a
3v1
really good
here.
balance.
It's 3v1.
No, we
Ally.
freeball it. I find
Yeah.
when we add too much structure, it sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but it's not as good.
I think what I try and do is bring a few topics that I think like everybody has tuned into, and then you don't try and give it like a set amount of time. You bring it up, and if people latch into it, or like with the cheese, it's like, oh, interesting. Yeah, kind of use it as a launching point, and then just kind of banter.
Yeah, and that's what we do, and that's what we're doing right now.
Speaking of which,
Gosh,
Yeah.
you're so good at it.
you're the Girlypop Nation representative right now. Is there
Oh,
anything that
I
you
love
want to
this
talk
seat.
about?
Yeah.
Any grievances? Anything grinding your gears?
Yeah, what's going on in Girlypop Nation that you know about?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is just yesterday I did a stream with Ray, Mi Young, Leslie, Tina, and we all gave Elam a little makeover. It was very fun.
Can we see the final product?
Oh, yeah,
Please.
I've
We
seen-
first turned him into a handsome Frenchman and gave him a little haircut.
Now, how does one sell French?
We made his little stash much, much more intense.
okay.
We literally
Okay.
filled it in, and then we shaved the sides, and I don't know, he turned so... Okay, but then we made him into a pretty
Wait a
girl.
minute.
Wow,
I know.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Pretty
Wait.
God
There's
damn.
some better photos.
She kind
Wait.
of bad though.
Wait, let me show you guys. I took some actually killer photos
Ella?
of him.
I'm feeling a little confused.
Yeah,
looks
That's
good.
the goal. That's the goal.
He has a decent facial structure for being a pretty lady.
Wow.
Wow, he loves
Wow. Wow.
No,
Wait.
she looks good.
Guys, look
Wow,
at this.
Ella
He
looks real. Ella.
Yeah.
He looks so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Period. Period slay.
Yeah, Slay. Look at that.
Yes.
Send that to Marge if you don't
Oh my
mind. We're gonna
gosh.
pull it up on the.
I feel like Elam looks like a D1 softball pitcher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he could play for the
looks so-
female Los Angeles team, like
Yeah.
the Los Angeles Lakers.
No, you did it.
WNBA.
You did a great job.
Thank you. But
What?
what I was shocked by,
I didn't mean anything wrong about
You mean
it.
the Sparks? You
Sparks,
fucking
yeah.
misogynist.
Yeah, I don't, dude. I barely know the male
No,
team.
He said the Lady Lakers.
He did.
is that a thing?
He doesn't.
No.
He didn't know what the name of the professional sports team for the.
I think I got that right. Look up. I think it's the LA Sparks. I'm gonna look really
Like,
bad
that's
now.
impressive for you to know that.
Thank you.
Are you an LA native?
No.
Oh, really? Why are you giggling?
He's so far from being an LA native.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes!
He's not LA
I
native.
guess he just has so much
loves
knowledge
women.
in his brain.
No, he just loves women. He's a real feminist.
Do you guys go to WNBA games?
I have.
I have not. I would.
And what brought you to it? Like, did someone
I wanted
ask?
to watch some basketball.
His love for
Okay,
women.
respect. I wonder if someone invited you or a group of friends.
No,
or,
His
you know,
love
what was
and
the
respect
context?
for women.
I think the
Pokey.
WNBA
Do I not
is-
love and respect women enough? I haven't gone. Take me, Will. Take me.
No, WNBA. I think all live sports are really fun. Go have
agree.
some food, enjoy. But I think the WNBA is like having a really kind of cool renaissance right now. And I think it's only going to continue to grow in relevancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess we all need to go.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Those
we
ladies
hate
can
women.
ball.
They sure
Yeah,
can.
yeah, they can. I tell you what, I agree with you, Will. Nothing better than going to a sports game, hitting up the concession stand.
Yeah, what do you get at a concession?
Oh, man.
What's the last
Several hot
sports
dogs.
game you went to?
No, he goes- he plays
50-yard
US
line,
football.
Minnesota Vikings.
I know.
Now the concessions are included. I usually go to the
Oh, so
included.
you don't go to the concession
No,
stand?
I
Man
do.
of the people in his box.
No,
I'll tell you what.
Damn.
I can
Okay,
tell you.
bougie.
I don't get a box. It's
Sometimes when I'm sitting in my box, I like to sprinkle popcorn into the regular stands.
I can tell you what my concession stand was. Los Angeles Lakers versus Clippers, One Piece night. I
We
went.
were all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Good time.
amazing. It
really
was
was.
an amazing game. It was Luca's birthday.
It was
I
close.
got fried chicken.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a LeBron jersey
Yeah.
after.
It's. I tell you what. There's a certain type of food that when you eat it in that environment, it's better because
Hot
you're
dogs.
eating it in that environment.
Hot
Yeah.
dogs.
Right?
For me,
Smash
sports
it, baby.
is hot dogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, airplane food to me tastes better because you're
What?
eating it in the sky.
No, it's the opposite.
For me, it
Airplane food
depends
is,
on the food.
Yeah.
Like the snackies, yes. The
Really?
meals, some meals are hits, some are. One time, I ordered a steak on a plane. Okay,
Wild.
A steak glazed with. I know, kind of
Yep.
wild, right? I get it. I start cutting into it. I'm taking a bite. I'm like, okay, this is some interesting barbecue sauce. I keep cutting. I realize it's chocolate sauce. Chocolate
Were you-
glaze on a steak.
Where were you going?
I don't even remember. I
What?
blocked it out of my mind. I
Oh
think
my God.
it might have been London.
London?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
Chocolate glaze on a
Sounds
steak.
like
I feel
British
like
Airways.
planes all hired chefs, and I feel like the chefs are like trying to prove something.
and they need
Yeah.
to stop.
Keep it simple.
Yes,
Give
I
me
just
a
want it
fucking
yummy.
burger.
Yeah. Don't overcomplicate it.
I think airplane food is garbage, and I'm talking like
I've seen you eat a second or third burger on a plane before.
yeah, because I'm starving.
I
We're
respect that,
stuck up
actually.
there for fucking 15
I'm
hours.
just saying.
When we're going to Japan, what am I supposed to do? Die? I have to eat
I
the
got
food.
violently food poisoned on a plane.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Not the last time we went to Japan, but the time before. I didn't want to get the gringo menu.
Oh,
I
no.
felt
So you got
Oh, so you
They had, like-
okay.
they had, like,
the
the-
white menu
yeah.
versus the
Yeah,
Japanese
the
food
Japanese.
menu.
So I was like, oh, I'll have the Japanese menu, and I'm slamming seafood in the
Respect.
sky.
Oh, no.
And like
No,
an
but the
hour-
Japanese menu is also weird because it's like not even just like sea urchin.
Yeah,
There's
it's-
just like colors and shapes you've never seen
Yeah.
before.
cod belly on
Yeah.
sea foam.
Yeah.
I would have died. I'm allergic to sea urchin, like violently.
yeah.
What happens if you have an
Violently.
allergic reaction in the sky?
Well, I'll
Is
tell
there
you,
an EpiPen?
I spent 2 hours in a bathroom having a full blowout.
Oh, my
Oh, I
God.
know people
Tiny,
hated you because
cute
they had to go
Japanese-
too.
Stewardesses were like, hello?
Were you throwing
Are you
up?
okay?
Or was it the double dragon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is that what
double
They were
Dragon?
trying
That's
to
what
be
somebody told
so
me. Is that
nice to me.
appropriate?
They were like, are you okay, sir? Can we help you? And I was like, please, just leave me alone.
I think it's when you're puking and shitting. at the
Meanwhile,
same time. Yeah.
Wait, why is that called double dragon?
That's what my brother said, but it could be.
Yeah.
Is it
because
inappropriate?
you're breathing
racist.
fire out of
Is
both
it
ends.
racist?
It's
I don't
racist.
know. I hope it's not.
No, it's not.
I take it all
That's
back.
gaslighting.
No,
He said it,
I
not
just
me.
like fucking with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, there's
You never
like
know.
there's probably like a
Minefield these days.
Japanese air marshal with
The song's the
a
filter.
with a taser waiting as well to see what comes out of the
Take 'em
bathroom.
down. Yeah.
How long did it last?
Oh, like a solid 2 hours.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
I just went
Goddamn.
back to my seat and sweat. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes that can it happened to me in Japan too, the last trip.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was thank God for bidets. Will,
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time sleeping lately.
Well, I think the answer is already in your hands, Austin Show.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. Talking Beam. It is a natural sleep end that supports better sleep. Other sleep aids can cause next day grogginess, but Beam contains a powerful all natural blend of reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, other words that I can't say because I'm dyslexic, and they help you fall asleep and stay asleep and wake up feeling refreshed.
That's really important because there's nothing more valuable than a good night's sleep.
That's right. If you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder, get up to 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/fear and use code FEAR at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/fear and use code FEAR for up to 40% off.
Worst experience I've ever had on
So
an
sorry.
airplane. I can't believe we're all voluntarily bringing up airplane stories, and it's not Austin that brought the
trapped.
conversation up. But worst experience I ever had was my crown broke off on my teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had to fly back.
You dropped your
and
crown,
I was
King.
I was in the air with the worst toothache of all time. And then I found out that when you're in the air, it hurts even worse.
Exactly,
Yeah, the
because the
pressure.
pressure, because
Yeah.
the same thing happened to me.
I-
My worst experience was actually, sorry, finish yours
No, no.
first.
Well, no, I was literally just like trying to shove my face into the seat as hard as I could
Oh.
with the hopes that, like, I don't know, it's just like it goes away, and it never went away. I was just praying. I was like, please just smite me, God. I want to just die right now. It was like the worst pain of my life.
Oh, wow.
I would
I
say.
feel you. Something about like a crazy toothache on a plane, you feel like you're going to die.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so as he mentioned, I also learned this when it happened to me. The pressure
Popular.
pressure of going up and flying
Yeah.
somehow makes your gums and your teeth react. And sometimes if you had an issue that you didn't know about, you will find out
Oh.
once you're a bazillion
Or if you have a
meters up
sinus
in the air.
infection.
Yeah,
That's how
Ooh.
Austin
It all
found out he was
worsens.
gay.
It's right. I actually, funny story. You're
First time on a plane. Wait a minute.
you're laughing,
up.
or it's a joke, but I actually came out on an airplane.
I
Wait,
did
really?
not know
To
that.
who?
Okay, so this is a story.
to Lord Kirk.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's heard this story, but my best friend Kirk, we were on an airplane,
Yeah.
and there was
The
this.
pressure was making me feel very
Yeah, yeah, and I was like, "Oh my
It
God,
was
Kirk, I've
bringing
got an
something up.
erection." Yeah. So no, it's
I
not.
feel like
how I
I've
thinking
heard
about
that too,
men.
no?
Yeah. Oh. I mean that you get hard on a plane.
Someone does.
Snakes on a plane. I mean, people do get hard on a plane. Some people jerk off in bathrooms, like
What?
Yeah,
It's not illegal.
Yeah.
That.
What?
Yeah.
You've definitely checked.
Have you done that before?
No,
Neither have I.
What?
it's not illegal. It's just immoral.
I've never done that on a plane either.
You are both saying it like in
Like
a way
you
that's
are.
making me feel like you've jerked off
I have
on
not.
plane.
Thank you
It's
for
not
saying
a-
what I'm feeling, but louder and more expressive.
I
didn't
have
make you-
not. You
we
can't
didn't.
smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
But you can jerk off.
Okay,
It's
but why
not
would you know
illegal.
that?
I mean,
it's just
so-
immoral.
I'm not saying I would do it, but 10 hours it gets pretty boring.
You guys have both pounded off an airplane.
No, I have not.
It's been a
I have
long
not.
time.
I've
I'm
never heard the
simply-
term pounded off, actually.
I am
Thank you.
simply saying that it's not illegal.
How would
it's
you even
just
do that
immoral.
functionally? Like you could barely fit in the bathroom.
You would, if one were to do it, they do it very carefully. I've never done it, so I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah. And
baffled.
yeah.
Back to you coming out.
Anyway.
A very emotional
Yeah.
story.
Also on the plane.
Yeah.
So I was on the plane and we were going to TwitchCon. This is like, oh God, I don't know when this was, but we were going to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
And I was on the plane with Kirk, and there was this really fucking hot flight attendant. I mean,
Girl hot, guy hot. Girl
big,
hot.
yeah,
Big pecs or titties?
No.
I don't know.
big boobs.
Okay.
Just big boobs.
And they're going like this?
Yes.
Like
Just
they do in
as she
Genshin,
walked
got it.
down, just one after the other. Boom.
There. I have never seen a man make tits look less appetizing than this motion.
Yeah. They're just, his big
just-
old,
It's not helping.
big old boobies, right?
Okay.
And that big
Period.
old, just
Bag of sand.
Period.
just big old butt and
Okay.
It's okay.
yeah,
We already know you're gay.
yeah.
We don't have to
He's
cut
trying
it.
so hard to be straight.
So-
Just a big,
Beautiful.
like a butt. One of those.
Yeah.
You ever
Okay.
seen a woman butt?
Yeah. So she's walking down the aisle, and Kirk goes, "Hey, look at that! Look at that!" And I go, "What?" And I was like, "I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I
Right.
don't know what do you mean? What? Do I
Yeah.
need, is somebody? What is there? Do I need to jump into action? Is there some?
Yeah.
Is there a
something
9/11 happening?
Yeah.
I will take
Do-
over the
do I
plane.
need
It's
to-
fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Austin, you didn't see that? Come on, are you gay or something?"
And then there was a long pregnant
There was a
pause.
long pause, and
Wow.
I went like this. Yeah, I think I am.
Austin, can I be honest?
In that same tone? Sorry.
That is the craziest way to come out to your
Yeah.
best friend. Him being like, hey, look at those tits. And you going, I will not.
What are you, gay? Well, yeah.
I will not. But if there is some cock, I've been meaning to tell you something.
So you came out to
swear
your
to God,
best
Kirk
friend.
was mid-elbow.
Yeah.
He was still ogling.
He was trying to have a
So
bro moment.
you
He's like,
came out to your best friend in a way where it was like he could possibly feel bad about him being like, "What are you, gay or something?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Yes, as a matter
Yes.
of fact, I am."
yes.
But isn't
Yes.
that a good learning lesson for him
Yeah.
to not run around and go, are you gay?
But wasn't
you know?
Kirk's response too? I think the funniest part is Kirk's response was, yeah, I know.
He knew.
So he was testing you.
because he knew I was gay because
He was so testing
we would talk
you.
about women together.
And you would describe boobs
Yes.
like this.
He said the way I would describe the way I
Like
would
you told a girl
describe.
who's only ever watched anime.
Yeah.
Wait, so maybe Kirk was just like testing you when he was like, "What are you, gay or something?" Come on.
Yeah. And so I came out to him, and he was the only person that knew for a while.
Yeah.
And then eventually I told my mom, and then I was like, just tell everybody.
Did your mom also go, hey, look at the tits on that? Mom, this is a
No.
perfect opportunity to tell you.
I like men.
I can't. I don't remember. For a lot of people that came out, I feel like they can relate with this. Someday, it's just one. You just kind of it just overcomes you one day, and you're
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna do it today.
Yeah.
And I came downstairs. My mom was sitting in the chair. I was like, Mom, I got something to tell you. And I go, I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, is what I said.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're gay.
Wow, she countered. She won up.
Okay, but she was right.
That's amazing.
She was right. No, she didn't.
She clocked you.
I said, I'm bisexual. And she said, shut up, F word.
Yeah.
I know what you
No,
want.
so and I love my mom. She's a true ally. She was correct.
Ally.
She wasn't doing
Yo, did she
bi.
actually say you're gay?
No, I told her I was bi. I said tell everybody, and then she just told everybody I was gay. Wow, which honestly helped because
She did
She made your life
bisexual
easier.
erasure.
Yeah. So I was
That's
like,
so cute.
yeah, no, my mom was great.
Your mom knew you were trying to soften the blow.
Yes, yeah.
He says he likes tits,
Yeah,
but he keeps
yeah.
describing them like
Yeah.
you'd bring in a plane.
Yeah.
Which he also loves. He definitely loves
Yeah.
planes. Girls,
Look at the tits on her.
No, I mean, I think everybody loves a nice little pair of boobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. Right?
do
you
think
like a
they're-
nice pair of breasts?
I feel like universally, I feel like don't we come into the world having an appreciation for them because they're the first things that feed us
Yeah.
I think like for
and
me,
sustain us and nurture us and grow us.
What a grounded way of
Yeah.
looking
Right?
at it.
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't
No.
have to
Yeah,
be
that's the
perverted.
same way.
Sometimes
That's the
it
same
is.
way Will and I appreciate
maternal.
breasts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the
maternal.
words that you used, for
Yeah.
sure. And not like
Yeah,
like
there's-
a wooga type
I'm
situation.
so happy to hear that.
Like
Yeah.
I think I love first of all I love all women, but like women with like very large boobs, I'm just like, oh my god.
Well, there's something
know?
interesting. I think they're reminiscent of a fart, where a fart has an opportunity to return us to a juvenile state, right? And the more mature I get, it's always fascinating that sometimes just a pendulous pair of breasts, immediately I kind of do like a.
Do
And
you
then I'm
think?
like, please clear that from your mind.
Do you think balls serve a similar
No,
function?
balls are just hilarious.
Yeah.
Balls are
that's
just silly.
That's more like juvenile-ish to me.
I don't think they're silly.
Maybe it's because we don't have any relationship with our father's balls when we're children, unless we take a really traumatic shower or something. You know what I mean? Like fast turn.
Am I
it's still-
missing a reference here?
I think it's still funny.
Well, there's just like guys often will have a traumatic. Not guys growing up. Sometimes you walk in and oh shit, there's your dad and he's naked. Oftentimes, throughout your childhood, a lot of people unfortunately walk in and see that.
Yeah.
Right? I think we've all.
Actually, I had someone walk in on me once when I was a child, and I never forgot that.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
understand
Being-
it. Just
when
kind
you're
of
Wait,
naked,
someone
yeah.
steers
walked
into
in on
my-
you being naked?
Yeah,
That's different.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very
That's-
different situation.
that's
We're
life,
talking
though.
about seeing your parents naked.
Yeah.
Luckily, didn't ever have to do that. Thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see my parents naked and
Also, the other thing.
Both?
You make it seem like this is a constant
both?
phenomenon.
yeah, I've seen them both naked, unfortunately.
Oh, that's like double homicide, double
Yeah.
trauma.
Also, when you're young, like a young man,
Yeah.
like a adolescent man and you see your father naked, his penis looks like Shai Hulud. You know what I mean? Like the first, because you're
Yeah, when I
the
saw it, I was
sandworm. Like dad dicks when you're 7 years old. You're like, what the fuck is that thing?
no, when I saw my dad's dick, I was like, damn, I hope mine grows.
Yeah.
Mine grows to be that size.
And the sad thing is, like, when you become an adult, you can never go back and compare your penis, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, my dad's penis is always going to be larger than mine. I don't know if that's true, but for years I haven't seen it since I was like 8.
Yeah, you just gotta. Next time you see your
Dad, pull your
dad,
cock out.
next time you see, you're like, come on.
Wait, so you've
slide it out.
also seen it?
Oh, I've seen my dad's.
Have you?
I've
seen my dad's penis. My dad.
Have most men seen their?
Yeah.
March says he's seen his dad's dick as
Look,
well.
but it's kind
We're
of
4 for 4. That's 100%.
my dad's not very modest. My dad would just walk out downstairs naked sometimes.
That's
Oh.
crazy. You've
Yeah,
mentioned
that's a
this
little
before. That's
cookie
not
beans.
my dad's situation.
Yeah, no, my dad would just I'd be walking into the kitchen, there he would be just making his coffee. I said, Jesus Christ.
Naked?
Put on a fucking robe, Dad. Jesus Christ. There's no blinds on the windows. The neighbors are
My dad's a big underwear guy. He always used to wear underwear around the house. That's it though, which was always strange to me. Like, why are you walking around in underwear? He doesn't do that at my house, luckily, because I have too many guests.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I think it's kind of like a territorial thing.
maybe, yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
I own this place.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories about my grandfather is when my mom brought home someone that she was dating. My grandfather didn't really approve of the guy. And when the guy was like freshening up in the bathroom before like the prom or whatever, my grandfather came in and started taking a shit. Like just to show him that he didn't.
Now that's marking
He just
your
dropped
territory.
down and he's like, back
Oh
by
my
10.
Holy shit. That's badass.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's tough shit.
It's very territorial. It's
Yeah.
very
You
primal.
can't. I feel like you can't fart though in that situation.
I think
'Cause
I,
if you cut a fart in that situation, it's like kind of funny. It
Now it's
undermines.
you know.
bonded.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Poki. We have a guest.
You,
No, it's okay.
you undermine the position of authority that you had. If it's like a comical fart, imagine if it's like a
yeah, then you're like, hey,
yeah, good one, good fart,
what do
Dad.
you want to talk
I'm like,
about?
how do I bring in Girlypop
Yeah,
Nation
no,
into
let's-
this?
Bring it in, anything. First thing that comes to mind, free word association.
Yeah, what's
Well,
what's,
you guys keep talking about, so I'm thinking vagina, but I'm like,
No, Girly
I've
Pop
never
Nation
seen
We
is
can
my
talk about
mother's.
vaginas.
Yeah.
I've never seen my mother's, though I do appreciate that growing up, we had like a bathhouse kind of culture.
Oh.
Yeah, so we would go to the Moroccan bathhouses. Everybody's naked.
Wow.
But I'd usually go
Oh,
with
so
my
you
aunts,
saw
not my
hella
mom.
old people's pussies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just not your mom's.
A little
No.
crass. Little crass. Little smart. Ramadan.
Yeah.
No, I wish I
was
had
chill.
that because I remember the first set of female parts I saw was my cousin's. I accidentally,
Wait,
I
what?
accidentally walked into her using the restroom,
I'm saying.
and I ran
And
away.
she probably remembers to this day.
I ran away. I
remember.
was
Was
so
she
traumatized.
butt naked in the restroom?
Yeah.
Oh, was she going to the
We were
bathroom?
on a ski trip,
Oh,
and I ran away.
Oh, you-
I like booked it.
oh no.
They didn't notice that I was
That's
gone.
kinda funny.
There was like 4 hours that I was like, oh my God.
I need to process this emotionally.
Yeah, I went and bought a crepe.
Oh.
I remember this very vividly. I like silently ate a crepe and was like, it was like my version of having a drink.
Yeah.
I was like
Do
a
you feel
10-year-old.
like it was like a shameful response?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
You felt bad about it? You're
Yeah.
like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Am
like
I going to jail?
that and also like how am I ever gonna look my cousin in the eyes again?
Yeah.
And how did you move past that?
Not easily.
Oh.
I think she's like, it's okay, William. And I was like, oh.
Wait, oh, she's much older than
Yeah, she's older.
you. Oh,
That's a sign of a pure soul, though.
That softens the blow
That's
a little
good.
bit, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
I would be mortified if anybody saw me. Even today, I don't want to be seen naked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
I mean, like with my, if I'm like sleeping with somebody, I don't care, but I don't want to just be like out. I don't want you to see me naked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to an onsen in Japan.
Yeah,
and,
that's the thing.
And
And
you
measure
went
each other's
Why
cocks.
measure?
No, because they made
that
it.
ruins that ruins the wholesome vibe.
I know, but they made it about my penis, and I just didn't want it to. I just.
No,
We
you.
just
Wanted to
wanted
put him. Listen, there was going to be no measuring.
Yeah.
We just like winding him up.
And I didn't know it was nerve wracking, Pokey, because let's say we go to the onsen
Performance
and I'm not
anxiety?
having like good penis and bad penis days. It's kind of like a good hair day, bad hair day.
Is that a thing? Because my coochie looks the same every day.
No. Certain days you wake up and you're like, wow,
That's a coochie advantage.
Yeah, you can have a real good penis day where you're like, damn, was I working with this the whole time?
Yeah. Your cholesterol's just right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing your testosterone too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not the only guy that thinks that.
No. You have good penis days.
Okay,
for sure.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Wait. I do have an equivalent. There are good breast days and less good breast days. 100%.
Really?
Yes, and it's all correlated
closer
to your cycle.
period?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So as I was saying earlier, I was like, my hormonal imbalance is going to fix this podcast. That's because right before my period, my estrogen is out of this world.
Yeah.
My breasts are so sore. I want to die.
How long does it?
Is that your main symptom that you get, or do you get like mood swing or
a little mood swingy? Primary symptom though.
How long does it last every month?
That phase, it's called the luteal phase. Oh my God, I love teaching guys about the menstrual cycle. Yes,
phase.
luteal, and it starts with an L, so you know it's the worst. It's the worst.
is that a
luteal phase.
lunar-based word?
I think it might be.
Okay.
That would make sense since it's like a 28-ish day cycle. Hassan, do you know anything about the menstrual cycle?
Do you know
Because you
anything
know
about
a lot about a lot of things, but I don't hear you piping up, and you usually pipe up.
I was just giving space to a lady to talk about this. I don't want to
He tends.
I don't want to
Give space for
mansplain about the
defying
period.
gravity.
You know what I mean?
From the Latin luteus, meaning yellow, referencing the color of the corpus luteum, what the hell are
A temporary
these words?
endocrine structure involved in ovulation and early pregnancy.
So not relating to the moon.
So that lasts
To the moon?
That doesn't last
Moon
that
is
long.
French.
Then
No. Luteal phase is right before your period. It's about a week.
Oh my God. Well, okay, and then how long does the period last?
About a week. Everything's
Jesus
about
Christ,
a week.
that's half the fucking month.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
didn't
that's-
know?
Do you know how many times I've vented about this? Like you.
So what do you mean that time of the month? It's all the
it's
time.
30 years old, you didn't know
Oh my
the
God, I
period
love
lasts
you
a
for saying
week?
that.
Oh my God.
Ally!
God,
You get it.
women.
You get it.
No, I'm just pokey. No, I'm just saying. Like, girl, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying.
What the
But
fuck?
like, you know,
Men don't
being
know
a
this
female
shit.
streamer, like sometimes I
2
talk about this
weeks?
stuff and I'm like,
Bro, the
it's
fuck?
going into the void. It's like I'm spending
Austin
half
show
my
is
life
that
being
meme of the
different.
hot guy being like, women have periods every month? That's
No.
so
God,
hard.
I hate
I know,
period
but
cramps.
I thought it was like
I'm
a-
such a feminine.
I thought it was like a 3-day thing.
Oh,
No.
Oh my God.
Wait, okay, you guys know, but I feel like you don't care as much. Like he's caring
It's
right
true.
now.
I think it's just because the information's so fresh for him.
No.
It's shocking.
I truly didn't know it was 2 weeks. And I think a lot of men out there
check
don't know
back.
that.
Check back with him in like two months. He's not going to be
No, I'll
shocked.
remember it.
Thank you.
And what can we do?
Austin, have you bought my merch yet?
No, Will, I thought you were going to send me some.
Austin, you're rich.
That's right. Where can I find it?
WILLNEFF.shop. Go buy the merch, please.
I'm going to go buy it right now.
What can we do?
As a society.
As a
Well,
society.
it sucks because you could say birth control because technically that kind of
that
eradicates
can
your pain. But that's
definitely mess
also
up your hormones, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
it can
a-
mess up your hormones. They don't
Okay.
tell you about the symptoms. There's a lot. There's
Well, that I am so sorry.
yeah. The best thing you can do is love women all the time and always
Okay.
forever. Thank
Yes.
Well, got that down.
you. Hey. let's
God,
go.
yeah. I just adore women.
You don't.
You
You're
sure
gay.
do.
Something yeah, but I think
You don't like women so much. You don't even fuck with them.
yeah, I do.
You don't fuck with women at all.
I do. I talked to a woman last night.
I don't know what you have to think about.
Yeah, I did. I talked to a woman last night
Prove
for a
it.
few minutes. Well, I don't remember her name.
for
but
a few minutes.
She complimented
She
my
doesn't
pants.
Ah.
And I said, thank you, sweetie.
Glad you entertained.
Sweetie.
Thanks, sweet cheeks. And I did this.
No, I didn't say sweetie.
Did I
Thanks,
say you have
bud.
pendulous breasts? But not
No.
in a sexual way.
Last night at the club, so in the bathroom, urinal, like the men's bathroom, there's a bunch of urinals, no dividers, and I'm a shy peer. So I'm like,
Was it a bad penis day?
yes.
Oh,
Yesterday was a bad
no.
penis day. I was like, I am not feeling good right now. So I was like, I can't. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I can't get hard right now because that'd be weird.
Yeah.
And well, so hold on.
Wait, you can't
Follow the
even
logic.
pee.
Follow the logic.
Right?
I'm not going to get. That's the only way it's going to look good at the urinal, and I don't want to do that. That's weird.
At actively contemplating
No, I
fluffing
was not.
to take a
I
piss?
was not contemplating fluffing. It was off the table, Will, which is why.
He had contemplated it already.
It was off the table.
It wasn't
table.
an active
So
contemplation.
this
It happened
was
already.
never going to
I
happen.
just
It's
have
never
this
happened.
image of you rock hard
No.
at the urinal, like kind of leaning back, like whoa.
No, never happened.
Marking his territory.
Okay, so I was like, there was one stall, and it was like a gender neutral bathroom, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna get in line here, and so it was me and a bunch of girls in line to go to the urinal, and then or to go to the stall, and I don't know what happened, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in now, and then I go in and I just hear hey, it was my turn. And I come out of the bathroom and I was like, oh shit. So I just was like, okay, just stay quiet. And they were hey! And they were pissed. And I was like, really trying to push, and I was getting nervous, so I couldn't get it all out.
You were like Anne Frank trying to take a pee.
And at that moment,
The pressure was on.
And at that moment, you were thinking to yourself, I should have just fluffed. I should have just fluffed.
Yeah.
Get hard.
Did you just come out with your dick hard? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry.
It's a gender neutral bathroom.
So anyway,
I'm not even hard.
Bad penis day.
I'm not even hard right now. This is just how it is. Soft.
so I come out and there's this girl, she's like 4'10".
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am so sorry. I didn't know it was your turn.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's okay. You're lucky you're handsome, is what she said.
Oh.
I know. That's what I
Wow.
said. I was like, stop it.
He said, thanks, sweetie.
Yeah, thanks. Wait,
Wait, that's the conversation you had with a woman last night?
Yeah.
That's what you brought up as a
So
conversation?
you cut a woman in a bathroom line.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that was the same story.
Yeah.
You pissed all over the stall with your hard dick.
No, that's another pet peeve of mine. No, I cannot.
Pissing all over the stall.
No, or pissing on the toilet seat.
Oh.
When I walk into a bathroom and there's pee on the toilet seat, I have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Because then whoever's behind me will think that I
it's
did that
you.
shit.
You're
Yeah.
framed for
Wait,
it.
I swear
Yeah.
you said this in an episode
Oh,
recently, didn't
probably
you?
with you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You-
I do
me?
repeat it.
But
Yeah,
what do you
probably
do? What do you do in a
No.
situation where there's just like fecal matter everywhere?
Oh, like the toilet's
You
just
got to do
messed
this
up.
motion to the next person.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah.
I do that.
Listen,
So- No.
it's really bad. It looks really bad. I don't know
you know
what this guy
I do
did.
is I open the door and I see it and I go, oh my God.
You bring out the theatrics.
Okay, but
He
scenario.
becomes a React
Yeah.
streamer.
Scenario.
Yeah.
No one's in the bathroom. You do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you come out. It's impossible to clean.
Yeah.
And then there's a person waiting.
Well, I usually go, hey, you don't want to go in there. I didn't do it. But you
You know what's crazy though is like I've been into a bathroom like after a sweet old lady or something,
Yes.
and if there's fecal around, I'm still blaming her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's a sweet old lady,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
wouldn't it almost be more likely if it was a sweet old lady? Because they have a hard
Okay.
time controlling their
Just
bowels and
speak
all.
on
I'm
that
so
queen.
sorry, but technically speaking.
yeah, whoever came in
You
before
are-
me, it's their
She
fault.
is right. A lot of the folks that are
And
elderly.
that's okay. That's why they wear diapers.
Yes,
Respect.
yeah. There's a lot of elderly folks that I have witnessed in restrooms or heard in restrooms that have some trouble.
Wait, why are you witnessing? You
No,
mean like from the outside?
I'm a
right?
bystander. I'm not looking for it.
Austin has a lot of public restroom
I
stories.
do. I go to a lot of public restrooms, not like for fun, but I tend to.
The way you say it though makes it seem like
No.
this is something you're looking out
No,
for.
I have seen, which is we've talked about this on the podcast before, but this is why music needs to be playing in restrooms because like
Yes.
a silent
Or in
restroom.
Japan where they play like the
rain
the
noises.
rain noises.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They've perfected public.
Yeah, you have
maturation.
to do something because like silence is just like whatever. So I'm just like sometimes if I have to go, I'll just start whistling.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Try to cover the noise.
As a member of Girlypop Nation,
Yeah.
two
Yes.
things. One, love you so much. You got something.
Oh my God, how long has it been, Pokey?
I don't know. I just
Oh,
Let me
noticed.
see. Let me see. Oh
just a
no,
little-
it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
It's been the
It's
whole.
not that bad.
Oh my God, it's been the whole episode.
Yeah, it's the cookies.
Oh my God, it's been the whole episode.
It's
At
over.
least it was way up there. It wasn't noticeable.
It's gonna show up on all
because
your
you're pearly
TikToks.
whites.
Oh my God, all my TikTok
Not the
clips.
TikToks.
Because that's the only reason why he does his podcast.
No,
I do
Look at
love
his
his
voice.
TikTok clips
Look
for
at
the
his
podcast.
voice.
He hit the high
I
register.
don't. No, I do this podcast because it's
Yes.
a passion of mine.
Hey,
Oh
be
god.
be unashamed about it.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
Shameless.
I do this podcast because we make great money.
Period.
Okay.
Patreon.com/fearand.
Yeah.
And because the people love me.
And the people, yeah, well, I mean,
And the TikTok people
some of them
especially
do.
love me.
Some of them do. There's people that I do have haters. I know it's a shock, but
There's no
some
way.
people, no, I do. Oh, I definitely have haters.
Let me talk to them.
Yeah, it's either me. It's either Will doesn't have any haters.
I think all the
Understandable.
Cutie Cinderella fans hate us.
They hate us
what?
collectively.
Yeah.
yeah, they hate
Why?
us collectively.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I think they were like originally fans of mine or fans of Will as well,
Yeah.
but then they became cutie fans and now they fucking hate us.
Yeah,
Aw,
which
I love them for that.
usually
a little bit.
like
Well,
No.
I think it's because
They're
they're
ju- they're supporting
doing
women.
it. Yeah,
They're
they're
supporting
doing it
women.
in solidarity
I
and
know.
cutie.
It's
like,
fair. It's fair.
But it's
Yeah.
because she's always bantering with you guys.
No,
like,
she
yeah,
is.
we hate him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's funny
Yeah.
because Cutie will not tell them to dial it back.
No.
She
She dials it
actively
up.
exit off.
Does that sound like cutie though?
Yeah.
Cutie's
Yeah.
like, let's fucking go.
Pokey. In fact, we are in the middle of a cutie react right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
right now.
She's
sitting-
watching.
She's
She's
sitting in her
watching
chair.
this.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna be sitting there like, yeah, it's true. I hate those. I hate them.
especially
I've been thinking
the gay
about
one.
this recently though. I am so impressed by Cutie's ability to just like
Hate.
Yeah, me too. It's impressive is a word I wouldn't use, but yeah.
but yes.
Okay.
But in a way where like even when people take her humor the wrong way, they're like, oh my god, Cutie's a mean girl, which she's so not.
Yeah, she
she's
is.
just funny.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
funny.
got dry humor. But even when people push back on that, she's gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
and
she'll dial.
and I
she'll
respect
double down.
that.
Yeah.
Treble down.
She
I
does.
really respect that.
No, she scares me.
She impresses me.
She does scare me. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very scary
Now-
lady.
As the leader of Girlypop Nation, do you have any topics you wanted to talk about?
So the thing in your tooth was one, and then the second thing I was.
Yeah.
How long is that?
Pokey,
been
that's
bothering
not
you?
what Girlypop Nation
How
is.
long
You
has
gotta
that
give us
been
like a
bothering
pop
you?
Can we
culture
get the
drama
editor to
story.
bring up a
Wait, you
close-up
guys
of his
want
tooth?
pop culture?
Yes.
I can do
That's
pop
Girlypop
culture.
Nation.
I can do pop culture.
Oh, what's going
Have you
on?
guys been following the Bad Baby Alabama Baker drama?
No, but I kind of heard about it a little bit.
No.
What's
Wait,
happening?
What's happening?
really?
Yeah.
Wait, is it a baker in Alabama?
Bad baby? Who's bad baby?
Who's Alabama Baker? What's happening?
I mean,
This is so
I'll be honest,
fun.
it does
I
make
really
sense.
Do get to be the
Where
Girlypop here.
it'd be weird if he was like from Kansas, but he called himself the Alabama
It's
Baker.
a girl.
It's a girl.
They're both
Oh,
girls.
sorry.
Let's start with one at a time.
What a misogynist
You
thing.
guys know Bad Baby.
I
Catch
do.
Me Outside.
I
How about
do.
that?
Okay, I know Bad Baby.
Dr. Phil.
Yep.
I liked her
Yep.
song, Gucci Flip Flops, man. fucking
She's
hit
come
you
out
bitches
with a
with
new
socks.
song, which
Okay.
kind of
They're
ties
good.
into the
Bad-
drama.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Bad
Okay.
Baby.
Okay, and now there's Alabama Baker, which is Barker, sorry.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Which is Travis Barker's daughter.
Oh.
Travis Barker,
the
drummer,
drummer. Like
married to
82.
Courtney.
Is her name
Kardashian.
Alabama?
Courtney? Yes, Alabama Barker. Thank you. So, long story short, Bad
Yes.
Baby has a boyfriend, and they have a extremely not only complicated but also abusive relationship,
Oh,
physically and otherwise, which we'll get into later on.
okay.
But apparently, her boyfriend perhaps got together with Alabama.
Oh.
And then Alabama and Bad Baby were friends. And then Alabama started shading her and Bad Baby started shading her. And they, initially it was a little bit just TikTok beef here and there. She would say, I got your mans, blah, blah, blah. And then Bad Baby would say, he only hung out with you for one night because I hung out with another guy first.
Oh.
Right, and then, there's a bunch of
my
TikToks.
glob.
Then Bad Baby drops, I'm not gonna lie, a pretty freaking
Let's listen
good
to it.
diss track.
Let me see.
It's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
You guys should.
I'm in. This is what Girlypop Nation lessons are all about. You know, I thought it was some confectionery cook in Alabama.
Me too.
And
And alas, it's better.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's
Are we gonna get copyright strike?
yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
you guys can decide whether or not to leave it in, but I think watching it for the context is
Yeah.
helpful. No, the other one. Yep. This is the second one.
Oh my God.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's the one before that.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's a 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
one.
Miss Whitman, I think, is the OG.
Sorry, can you pause for a moment?
She uses the Kanye.
She did a music
I was just
video?
gonna say she uses the soundtrack to Carnival, which is a Kanye West song.
Oh.
Call back to Alabama's father being married to a Kardashian.
Yes, it'd be
so
his uncle.
A lot of beef
Her
there too
uncle.
that he
Wow,
approved the use of
she's the
that.
Kendrick of our generation.
Yeah, let's.
Sorry, go
Kendrick
ahead.
is the Kendrick.
Yes.
She looks so different.
Yes, she got a lot of work done.
Yeah, she
She's an
did.
OnlyFans. She became an OnlyFans model the day she turned 18 and made
Which is-
millions of dollars, which says a lot about how fucking disgusting dudes are in general.
That's not like a colloquialism or paraphrasing. It was the day she turned 18.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah. No,
I'm 18.
Wow.
Sub to me right now.
Yeah.
All right,
There's also the famous like fake DJ Academics tweet, which I've. You can pull that up, March, if you want. It wasn't actually.
Oh.
But guys, there's so many details here to really
Dig into? Hit me with them.
For starters, did you notice the drummer was wearing a beanie and kind of looked like Travis Barker, her dad? Okay, one.
Wow.
Two, a line that's been going very viral on TikTok. Pardon my language. She says, "You suck the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand?" Which is an impressive
Yeah.
way to flip. Like, oh, you got my.
ATM.
The visual of that. Is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like she's right after she did anal.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ATM.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
No, but I mean,
An incredible analysis.
I'm just
really.
saying.
Okay,
That's
but
usually
one
what
of the
happens if
biggest
the-
ones. Did you guys know she had cancer? Like, might still have. Like, she's.
I did not know that.
Yes, she had cancer. She was in chemo for a minute.
Oh my
and
God.
it,
What
it was
type of
like
cancer?
she was talking about her chemo, and then she was talking about and doing this.
Whoa.
So I'm like, damn, girl, you dealing with a lot.
So her boyfriend cheated on her while she had blood cancer? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, it depends on the blood cancer, but I think they can. There's some depending on the blood cancer, they can be pretty treatable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks
are
for
looking
the
up for
analysis.
Thank you
That
for
was
that.
even better than what I was saying about the anal thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this
Just want
is
to
the
let you
second
know I
video.
think she's going to be okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the
and
second video that came out. Or no, sorry. I think
that was
Alabama
the first
Barker.
one, but there's a second one. I don't think Alabama Barker's come out with anything.
Alabama Barker has not replied to her.
Not yet. She keeps alluding to coming out with a song, but
Yeah.
we have not heard it yet.
Does Alabama Barker have an OnlyFans too?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, you know, she comes from money, so.
Yeah. Wow.
The specific
Lot of
lyric in
money.
question, by the way, I think she called. Wait, did she call her a cracker? Oh, that's why this was on the timeline. I was wondering. So yeah, the controversy is
That's
that.
what went on your timeline.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Because as you guys know, I also am an anti-white racist who's used the slur before and got banned off Twitch for it.
We do
but-
recall.
What?
We do recall.
Yeah. So
I gave him the pass.
Yeah. So it's weird. Nabisco also gave me
generous
the
of
pass.
you.
Yeah.
But it's weird that that would be in that entire video. That's what people lasered in on, where they're like, well, why is she using this slur? It's like, well, first of all, she's white. I think,
Yeah.
and also like cracker white. So I think if there's like a person who could use the term cracker,
Whoa.
Bad Baby is.
Can you just put a soft A on it, bro?
Yeah.
Come on,
Cracker.
show it right here. Thank
cracker
you.
white?
God damn.
Yeah.
Man. Come on.
I find that deeply
I
offensive.
gave you the pass. You don't have to fucking celebrate
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm
man.
sorry.
Come on.
You give me the pass, I say
Shit.
it all
Yeah.
the time.
I'm not going to be able to show up at the country club after this. Come on, man.
Good
Chill.
thing we can keep saying that slur behind the paywall at patreon.com/fearan because our
What a
time
plug.
here is coming to a close.
Before we
with-
go to the
go.
Patreon,
Yep.
thank you.
Before
Wait,
we go,
but there's
Thank you.
more.
Oh,
Yes?
we'll unpack it behind the paywall. But Poki, we need you to give a shout out to whatever you've got going on.
well, she's got the most fabulous pod.
I know that's what I was.
Please
gonna give
do
you the
check out the
opportunity.
Sweet and Sour podcast with
Yes.
Lily Pichu. I love her to
Yes.
death.
Who's sweet, who's sour?
Who do you think?
Why are you?
Come on.
I just want.
Wait,
I
who
want
do
her
you
to.
think? Wait.
Come on. I want to hear him first. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
let
yeah,
him
go
off the
ahead.
hook.
You guys are both sweet.
Good answer.
No one
Good
is
answer.
sour.
Now answer for real.
No one is
Now
sour.
answer for real.
Oh, it's Lily sour.
Wrong.
What do you guys think?
I think he's.
You're
wrong.
here. We can't say it to your face.
Say what to my face?
Nothing. That you're definitely
What, are you
the sweet
scared?
one.
I
You're
don't think,
definitely the sweet one.
I don't think you're.
You're the sweet one.
You had the best delivery on that. I'll give you that.
What? I thought I was convincing.
Listen, I think everyone can be a little sweet and sour.
I was just going to say that.
It's
I
the
was just gonna say
duality
that.
of man.
Exactly.
But in this case, woman.
Oh.
Yes. So some
It was
days,
right there.
The
Some
duality-
Katie fans are going to eat me
Yeah,
alive.
the duality of man and a female podcast.
some days I'm
Stupid,
sweet,
stupid.
but if it's my luteal phase, I'm definitely the sour one.
got it.
Which is 2 weeks out of the fucking month.
Yeah.
No, it's just a week leading up to
But
the period.
But also on your period it sucks.
But that's
so you can
2
be sour
weeks.
then.
Yeah,
too.
it is
I
2
totally
weeks.
get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's like the pre-period. It's like the preseason. And then you got to fucking play the season.
Did you just compare a woman's menstrual cycle to the football season? Because that is the least gay thing you've ever done.
as a gay man.
Women menstruating, that's like the NFL. I'll tell you, you got your quarterback, that's the ovaries. And then the labia is your offensive lineman. And when they are really clicking, you got 3-second drop back, 6 inches to the cervix. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Okay, yes, Sweet and Sour podcast.
Sweet and Sour
Love
podcast.
you guys
Anything
for
else you
that.
want to plug?
No, but I didn't finish the bad baby story, if
So-
I could please.
Oh,
Really quickly.
Period.
The reason I wanted to bring this up is because, okay, for starters, it's kind of sad to see two women pitted so intensely against each other.
Yeah.
You're ugly, I'm with your man. The music's kind of heat a little bit, not gonna lie.
Yes.
But it's a little bit sad. But now Bad Baby seems to be doing like streams and PR interviews and things of the like. And something else that kind of frightens me is she's been talking more about her relationship with her boyfriend and how they are both very physically abusive. And I think this all being, it's so viral on TikTok right now that I worry it's kind of normalizing toxic relationships. Anyways, that was my Girlypop Nation.
That's a good bow on that.
yeah.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pokey.
Anything you guys want to shout out? What do you
I
guys
want to
got?
shout out your clothing because I wore your hoodie and your pants in Japan. It is not only incredibly fashionable. Can people still buy it?
No, but it's so nice.
Get
It's-
fucked, idiots! You missed out.
I'm so glad you liked it. That's all that
incredible.
matters to me. Wow, my heart.
I had one more thing to say.
Please.
Will and I got the opportunity, I got invited to host the red carpet at the GLAAD Awards.
Yes.
Oh, I saw
saw
that.
Yeah. And
Wait.
What?
This episode's gonna go long because we have one more topic we have to talk about.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
let's.
sorry.
Okay.
Keep.
So I got invited by GLAAD. They reached out to me and they asked if I would host.
What's
It's a LGBTQ charity. But anyway, I was like, Will, we gotta do it together.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get
So
out.
Will and I we're gonna get an outfit and we're gonna interview gay celebrities.
I
that
might
are
get to
attending.
meet someone I'm a huge fan of.
Who?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Yes.
Wait, she
Wait.
ain't even gay. Why is she
Is
getting
she?
celebrated?
Well,
What do you mean? She's supporting.
yeah, she's an ally.
she's an
Allies
ally.
can be
Never
there.
asked me to fucking support.
You know who's
Ally.
going to be there that I'm really excited about, and I need you guys' opinion on this. But Cooper Koch,
Who's,
Ally.
Who's that?
Cooper Koch, I want to ask him about.
Who's Cooper Koch?
He's in Monsters, the guy with his remember his penis.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
You want to
don't.
ask him if it was really his
Ooh.
penis?
Yeah, I want to ask him like what.
Handsome man.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him like how it came to. Anyway,
Okay. One more topic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Austin and I, we film a lot of great stuff together. This is a bonus topic. I know we're going long, but this has to be in the main episode. We film a lot of exciting stuff together. We recently, I can't say for what, but we did a long segment of stunt work
Yes.
for a film promo.
Oh, that's
Yes.
exciting.
And Austin was fabulous for his first stunt work.
Was he shirtless?
No, he
No.
wasn't shirtless, but he was doing
I
he
tried
was
to be.
blocking broken bottles, throwing a fake cinder block.
Yeah.
Really good until the end of the day.
Yes.
When he had to throw an elbow.
Yes.
And he kept hitting this poor stunt man in the face no less than 6 or 7 times.
Well, well, I kept having to throw an elbow. And so basically the scene was, I don't know if, can I describe the scene?
You can describe the scene.
The scene was I have to come in and headbutt this guy and then throw an elbow and then kick him into the wall, right? But I kept,
Well, the stunt man, when you throw something, he has to go the opposite direction to sell it.
Yep.
And Austin kept getting very, like, he didn't know where
Yeah.
the elbow was going
He was
from.
getting creative when he shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
sometimes he'd throw it with the left, sometimes he'd come backwards with the right, and
Yeah.
he was just
I
clocking,
clocked
He,
him.
so he just kept leaning into it on accident.
Yeah.
getting smacked.
I just kept hitting him and I mean, I think we got the shot.
With that wing, it
There was
takes
like
back.
5 takes where he would hit him and he'd go, jeez, right?
Oh, and then you'd stop.
Yeah.
So you ruined the shot.
Yeah. So we had to get,
You gotta just roll with it.
Yeah.
Like he's rolling with the
Yeah.
punches,
Yeah.
literally.
So
Yeah.
you just pummeled this man
At
with your
one
elbow
point, he
for
hit
no
him
reason.
so hard
Yeah.
that the director was like, do we want to bring in Austin's stunt double
Yeah.
for this scene?
yeah. They thought about bringing in my stunt devil. Yeah. But I mean, look.
Other than that, he was flawless.
Yeah.
It was just the elbow.
It was tough. But I was better at. I mean, my acting was a little.
No, the acting was good.
It was better this time.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a script. But anyway, that's it for the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We'll
Thank you
see
to the
guys.
queen.
Yes, thank you to
Thank you
Pokimane.
guys. It's so nice being with you guys. I
Yes.
don't know. It feels like 3 big brothers that will protect me. Or
Yeah,
something.
for sure.
And I get to be Girlypop Nation, tell you guys about TikTok tees.
But what we know is you don't need anybody to protect you.
Tell them.
That's right.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
because you
ally.
can. You
Thank
can.
you.
You
But
can
I
do
would
yourself.
like it.
We will
as
protect.
We
it
will
would
if you
be
want.
But we
nice.
know that our
I don't
job
need-
is not necessary.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Period.
That's right. We'll see you on the Patreon. Patreon.
Bye.
Patreon.com/fearand.
Does alcohol do that to your brain where you just can't speak?
Your invitation to things is like, hey, I have Smorgasborg is playing at Glorp Glorp, and we're just gonna fucking do the most.
Smorgasbord is playing at Glorp Glorp. I invited him to Coachella. is this guy for fucking real?
Yeah, exactly.
Glorp
Coachella.
Glorp.
Hey,
Oh,
Coachella.
the most recognized festival in the United States, and you named it an alien name. Like I was taking you to a fork in a microwave for an hour and listening to it.
Yeah.
This isn't lunatic fringe shit, man.
I
This is
think-
everybody in Los Angeles goes to this fucking
Exactly.
concert.
I think